This week marks the last week of Deaf Awareness Month here at Switch TV. We have done our best to showcase deaf life. During this month, we have spread awareness on deaf people, culture, and issues pertaining deaf community. And by the way, this is the only month in a year that sees highly concerted global advocacy to raise awareness about the deaf community on different levels. It is about gathering together, becoming united, and showing that unity to the rest of the world. Welcome to Breaking Today. And these are our top stories. The former Chief Justice Willy Mutunga dismisses the BBI report. The Kenya Medical Association has recommended for a phased reopening of the country. Wiper Party fields a candidate in Msambweni mini poll, and the Hustler Caravan traverses Bungoma County. A very good evening and welcome to Breaking Today. My name is Joel Church and our sign language interpreter is Michael Maitha. Also stand by to bring you sports news is Cedric Oronje. Remember, you can text us on an SMS line of 111 and tell us where you're watching from and of course your name. Kicking off the bulletin, the Deputy President has once again called out politicians who he claims are recklessly spreading hate, saying that the country does not belong to individuals. This comes as DP allies are accusing the government of a plan to rig the 2022 elections using the Huduma number. Clifford Ndubi with more.
It was a unique personal identification number which would be incorporated in the next generation identification documents to be issued by the government. But now the number has met a political tide that is very doubtful of its purpose, and every stage the step is used to accuse the government of a plot to rig the 2022 elections using the Huduma number.
Na nataka kuwasihi Wakenya mahali popote walipo kwamba hatutakubali kutapeliwa tena. Kama vyeti ya usajili wa Huduma namba ya kwanza hatujapata, tusipate Mkenya yoyote akienda tena kupatana usajili mara ya pili.
The Hustler Caravan canvassing its way to Bungoma, the political temperatures rising by the day, and the Deputy President claiming to be stepping in to calm the ethnic tides that might plunge the country into clashes.
Wacheni vitisho, wacheni madharau, wacheni matusi. Ati hawa wanatuambia ati bodaboda, ati yule mtu ya beba hapo, ati yule mama mboga, ati ni wezi. Mimi nataka niwaambie my friends, heshimu biashara ya watu wengine.
Ruto now claims that his association with the youth is motivated by his journey from a chicken farmer to the position of a deputy president. And in a long tweet yesterday, the DP attacked the ODM leader Raila Odinga and called him names, terming him as a roadblock to reforms and democracy.
Tuheshimiane, tutembee polepole, hatutaki matusi, hatutaki madharau, hatutaki vitisho. Kwani mnatutisha nyinyi ni nani? Ati wanatutisha ati wako na deep state, ati sijui wako na system, ati sijui wako na godfather. Sisi tunawaambia nyinyi, sisi ndio wa Kenya.
For now, the political foot soldiers of each camp is trying to outmuscle the other as they fight for their masters to take charge of the country's top seat in the coming general election. Clifford Ndubi, Switch TV.
In our question of the day this evening, we ask, will you participate in the second round of Huduma number registration? Will you participate in the second round of Huduma number registration? Send in your feedback on our SMS line of 111 It's 111 Will you participate in the second round of Huduma number registration? Moving on, former Chief Justice Willy Mutunga has dismissed the BBI report, claiming that the nation should focus on implementing the current constitution instead of trying to change it. The former CJ further notes that the country is facing a political crisis led on ethnicity. As Daniel Karuki reports, Mutunga claims he is not interested in vying for any political office in the coming general elections.
We should implement the constitution. we should implement the constitution. It's a very, very progressive constitution. Okay, if BBI was so great, why haven't they implemented the 2/3?
Speaking during the launch of Kongamano la Mageuzi Coalition, the former Chief Justice Dr. Willy Mutunga notes that since his retirement, he has been focusing on social justice groups, arguing that the youth are the hope of the nation.
Raila, does this world exist because of these barons? Doesn't. You have taken to their myths, myths. The politics that we have now, politics of division, is the kind of politics which will not rescue this country from, its problems.
Meanwhile, the coalition of Kongamano la Mageuzi, led by John Githongo, dismissed the Building Bridges Initiative BBI reports, dubbing it as a personal plot being used to disrupt the nation, however challenging them to pass the 2/3 gender rule first.
BBI ni njama ya waongo. Wanajaribu kudanganya umma kwamba kuna sababu ya kubadilisha katiba. Na tulivyojieleza katika statement ni kwamba tunaipinga na kuikataa BBI.
We vet our house girls more than we vet our politicians. So the difference with that is that we are going to vet the people who want to vie.
The party further hit out at the alleged deep state, claiming it's a few powerful individuals holding on to political powers, criticizing Kenyans for always living by Uhuru's and Raila's narratives.
Iko cartel, iko deep state. Yote is the same thing. It's dedicated to stealing from Kenyans.
The launch of Kongamano la Mageuzi comes barely 2 years before the 2022 general elections, a coalition that aims to home any political party with the aim of ending political carnage that has been holding the nation hostage for many years. Daniel Kariuki for Switch TV, Nairobi.
As political parties in the country are flexing their muscles in the preparation for Msambweni by-election, following the death of the area member of parliament Suleiman Dori on the 9th of March this year, the Wiper party, led by its leader Kalonzo Musyoka, has today announced that it will field a candidate so as to challenge ODM's dominance in the Coast region. Addressing the media after attending a church service in Ukunda, Kalonzo, who was accompanied by the Wiper national chairman Chirao Ali Makwere, transport CAS Wavinya Ndeti, and a host of elected Wiper MPs exuded confidence that their candidate Shee Mahmood will bring victory to the party in the mini poll, and further asked the Jubilee Party to support their candidate since it will not field an aspirant in the by-election.
We have a candidate for the December 15th by-election in Msambweni, and he's a strong candidate and we wish him well. We will support him as a party.
Na mimi Mungu akinijalia tukipata kiti hiki lazima tujichanganye na tuweze kurubiana kusudi biashara zetu na ndugu zetu tuishi nao pamoja.
Stop calling yourself hustlers. Go to the dictionary. Find the meaning of hustler. Hautawahi kujita hiyo jina katika maisha yako.
Sisi watu wa Kwale tutaendelea iko tutapata vijana kama Sheikh Abdurrahman, Sheikh Mahmoud Abdurrahman kuwa mbunge wetu. Ni kijana toka hapa Funzi Island. Kwa hivyo tusibaguane, tuchukue mtu ambaye ana msimamo na amejitolea.
Rift Valley Regional Coordinator George Natembeya has issued a stern warning to politicians who make statements that are deemed to be ethnic incitement that they will be barred from campaigning or contesting for various political seats in the 2022 general elections and will instead watch proceedings on television while in jail. Take a look.
Hii Rift Valley tukienda upande wa kura, wa campaign, wa nini, hakutakuwa na ujinga ya vita. We are going to be very peaceful, very, very, very peaceful. Wanasiasa ambao wanaongea sana, those who run their mouths, watakuwa watazamaji wapendwa katika 2022. Watakuwa wanaonea uchaguzi na kampeni kwa TV kama hivi. Hatuwezi kubali viongozi warlords wachaguliwe. Kiongozi ambaye anafikiri kwamba kazi yake ni kumwaga damu ndio haya achaguliwe, atatafuta mahali pengine ya kufanyia hiyo kampeni. Tunamazana naye mapema. Waliweka TV kwa jela. Unaangalia tunashangaa hii. Nilifungwa huyu mtu akachaguliwa kweli? Hiyo ndio lesson utakuwa unapata. Na wananchi pia hapana kuwa wajinga. Umekaa na jirani yako miaka yote, mwanasiasa anakuja anakudanganya kwamba tabu yako yote wewe ni jirani yako amekuletea. Na yule jirani anaambia amekuletea yeye mwenyewe, unajua hata huwa hakuli. Ati yeye amekuletea tabu namna gani? Matakana pia mchanjaruke mkowe refu.
I remember this evening in our question of the day we asked, will you participate in the second round of Huduma number registration? Will you participate in the second round of Huduma number registration? Keep sending in your feedback on our SMS line of 111 444 111. And I'm having several SMS here. There is someone saying, Huduma number no, sikuchukua ile ya kwanza na bado sichukui ngo. As well, someone else saying, why would I? The consequences are more worse than the benefits are better. Also, Mary Timau saying, no, it appears to be a waste of time. She says she spent 2 days before and enough, she thinks. And as well, Isaac Odere from Eldoret saying, I can't go for another Huduma number, no, because I have never seen the benefit of the first one. Keep sending in your feedback on our SMS line of 111 444 111. We're taking a short commercial break. We'll be back with more. Welcome back to Breaking Today. The Ministry of Health had earlier announced 244 new cases of the coronavirus from a sample size of 3,707 tested in the last 24 hours, bringing to 38,115 the total number of confirmed cases. In a statement to Newsroom, it indicates that 228 of the patients are Kenyans, while 16 are foreigners, 157 are males, while 49 are females. The youngest patients being a 3-year-old infant, and the oldest is 85 years old. The Health Ministry also announced 40 new recoveries, 30 under home-based care system, while 10 were discharged from various hospitals. The virus death toll in the country has also risen to 691 after 2 more patients succumbed to it. Still on matters health, the Kenya Medical Association has recommended for a phased reopening of the country. And speaking to journalists earlier today at the KMA headquarters, the president of the association has urged the government to resume mass testing. The team wants a clear COVID-19 protocol to be outlined for reopening of the economy. Nyakundi Kelvin has more.
Kenya Medical Association KMA has clearly stated its position on reopening of schools in October as proposed by the ministry. To justify reopening institutions, the association says the epidemiological pattern of the pandemic must be known and the government should make sure that there are strategies put in place to ensure school environment is safe and healthy for learners and teachers.
We have seen politicians holding even yesterday rallies and this sends a very negative and bad message. Our politicians need to provide leadership if we are to be able to control this pandemic. Already there's doubt in the public in terms of whether COVID is real or it was something where people were supposed to make money. And by politicians going out and Ministry of Health not enforcing the guidelines, then it sends a very wrong message and we are courting a second wave.
According to KMA, several recent political gatherings held in disregard for COVID-19 prevention measures sends the wrong message to the public.
We also need to get information from the community initiative, whether community transmission has been eliminated significantly so that we can allow our children to go back to school, because we believe our children are the future for this country and they need to be protected, and we should not use them as guinea pigs by opening schools so fast without adequate data to support that. And then we also need information to be provided what preparedness measures have been put in place to handle any potential surge in transmission when we open the schools.
The association therefore has urged the government to remain focused on providing universal healthcare coverage to its citizens, where the healthcare systems must be left in a better condition after COVID-19 by positive investment in all pillars of healthcare. The Kenya Medical Association is recommending a phased reopening of the country, emphasizing on plans to be put in place in reopening of schools, with a second wave of COVID-19 looming. Nyakundi Kelvin, Switch TV.
Remember, in our question of the day this evening, we ask, will you participate in the second round of Huduma number registration? Will you participate in the second round of Huduma number registration? Keep sending in your feedback on our SMS of a line of 111 at 444 at 111. And I'm having several SMS here, and I'm getting to sample a few. Someone saying, I like Switch TV news. I keep up Isaac Odera from Eldoret. And this one saying, hello, Simon from Dagoretti. I'll not register and no one will be forced to register. Thank you. Okay, that's a comment from Simon. And John from Homa Bay saying, nilichukua lakini around hii sichukui ngo. And as well, someone saying, this is Pauline watching from Githonguri saying, actually these people already gave me a hectic and tiresome wastage of time. So she's saying here apana and never. Keep sending in your SMS via 111 444 111. Moving on, the Lamu Innovation and Fabrication Lab is almost complete for use by the locals, and the lab that is adjacent to the Kenya Red Cross Rehabilitation Center, where the recovered received trainings on entrepreneur skills building and supporting their reintegration into the society with a firm focus on community needs and values. The purpose of the lab is to educate and create awareness around innovation and technology, transfer skills and technology for sustainability and ownership. Safi Godana now reports.
The Lamu Innovation and Fabrication Lab is a modern innovation workspace that is set to be equipped with an array of digital fabrication machines that utilize various materials. The lab aims to empower communities and innovators to enhance local skills and talents, to create, build and improve solutions, to strengthen resilience and economic empowerment.
Kwa muda miaka 10 sasa ndo kazi ambayo nashughulikia nafanya, ndo unapata maisha yangu. Na hii kishamalizika tunauza 8,000.
Run by the Kenya Red Cross, drawing on input from the local community and supported by Forward Thinking, the lab will be a safe and supportive workspace that will apply innovative thinking to improve the future prospects of the local artisans.
Since hii place ikuwe, nimekuwa na time yangu kama niko job na jiba na kuja. I come up with ideas kama hizi, like this one is a living table. So naitengeneza and then with the help ya wale engineers unakuta yani unafunzwa jinsi ya kutengeneza a living table.
Niliona tu mamangu mahalati zangu akitengeneza na mimi ndo nikaamua nitengeneze. Yani hii kofe napata mapato, yani kama kusaidia tu wazazi wangu vile, mamangu, ndugu zangu.
Tuseme kama hii nimeshatengeneza how much?
25,000.
They also learn from each other in the process of sharpening their traditional skills.
Ikifika kutengeneza prototype, tutakuwa na yeye ataona jinsi venye nafanya, akipenda atafanya. Nikipenda kazi yake hivyo.
Lamu is one of the Kenya's top tourism counties. The county is known for its rich culture and tradition, from its narrow streets, the dominant donkey form of transport, the beautiful and hand-carved Lamu door, and the traditional ocean-going dhow with a long history of trade between East African coast and the Indian Ocean.
Ni kazi nilifundishwa na mzee wangu. Badala ya kujua kutengeneza, kushikilia drili, nyundo nini, hizi vitu zingine nikawa tu najaribu kuibandu na macho. Hii ndio kazi ambayo mimi nisomesha kuanzia standard 1 mpaka standard 8 na ndugu zangu ambao hii ndio kazi babangu alikuwa akitegemea.
The Lamu people being great believers in tradition and custom, local artisans have mastered skills in carving, crafting, weaving, embroidery and the Arabic modern calligraphy.
Tumekuwa katika community ambayo watoto wadogo wanaenda madrasa wanafundishwa Kiarabu, so calligraphy inakuja hapo. Lamu kitambo pia haikuwa developed kama sahihi, so art sahihi ndo kidogo inaonekana. Na kulingana na innovation zikizidi kukua, tunapata kuwa na aina mbalimbali ya ujuzi, na kama hii lab hapa inaweza kutufaidisha kwa sababu tunaweza kucreate more pieces za art ambazo unaweza market na kuziuza kwa jumla.
The project has been sponsored by the Qatar Red Cross Society.
We expect once it is complete and in use to contribute a lot to the issue of rehabilitation of the young generation in Lamu, and it might be duplicated in other areas where we feel there is such a problem or need. Because for us, the project is not only addressing drug addiction, but also rehabilitation, which is important for continuation.
This innovation lab targets Lamu residents and beyond to sharpen their traditional skills with modern digital fabrication tools and processes that will not only restore the already nurtured creativity of locals, but also improve their efficiency and processes, as well as attract the youth to creative business while deterring them from substance abuse and terror activities. Safi Godana Mamo, Switch TV, Lamu.